I hope you had a great spring break. I know I certainly did. Of course, we didn't go anywhere, but we still had a lot of fun in the house. Um, I miss you so, so much, and I can't wait until we can get together again. Um, Maybe it's going to happen real soon. We don't know, but we keep praying that we will hopefully get back to normal. So I have a few announcements before I read our devotions. Now, I want you to pay attention, okay? So, math today, you are only going to do Splash Learn. So, some of you have already signed in there, your accounts already. If you haven't, do it today. All you'll be doing today is reviewing how to divide. So, please do that. I know this is a simpler kind of website, but it's better because there's not a lot of bells and whistles. That way you can really focus on what you're supposed to be doing. Number two, when you answer your questions in reading, I still catch some of you not using your sentence starters, and that's I really don't want to take off points because you don't start your sentences with our sentence starters. So read your question, repeat it. Remember, I taught you how to do this. So make sure that you do that. Don't just give me the answer without any starters. Okay. Number three, we have a test in spelling and in history. History is going to be on Thursday and spelling will be on Friday. I already sent out your study guide for history, so make sure that you study that so you will ace it. And within the week, I'm going to send you I'm still planning it. I started it, but I'm still trying to make sure that it's going to work. But we're going to have a science review and we're going to do Kahoot it. I know you guys enjoy that a lot. So I'm still trying to figure out how to do that so we can all play together. Science test. I know in your newsletter I mentioned that the date will be announced. I decided that I'm just going to ask you to make a small project for that. So instead of learning facts and filling in the blanks, you're going to do a small project for me on water cycle. I will let you know. Don't worry, it's not going to be due tomorrow. I will give you plenty of time. And the materials you're going to need is something that's going to be around your house. You won't have to go out and buy some things. Um, what else? Bible. Your project in Bible is due tomorrow. Thank you so much for everybody that sent me their pictures already. I appreciate it. So make sure that you have those cards ready. Send me a picture. And you guys are great. You're going to make those workers really happy. So it's so nice to always think about other people and not just ourselves, right? That's what the Lord wants us to do. All right, so Zoom meetings. Pretty soon, I'm going to be sending out emails and we're going to have groups Zoom meetings. So I'm going to have three people in a meeting and we can all just talk and review a lesson, ask me some things that you're having a hard time with. So make sure that you check your email every day because it won't be on the stream. I'm not going to announce that I'm going to meet with, let's say, I'll take the three first people in our list, Ian, Gabby, and Gia. So I'm not going to put it out on stream. I'm just going to send you an email saying when your meeting will be with me as a group. So please make sure you check your email every day. Okay. All right. So that's it for announcements. And I hope you guys are doing great. I miss you. Like I said earlier, I miss you so much. And I can't wait for us to be together. All right. So, oh, by the way, math. I know I mentioned Splash Learn, but I didn't. Our last lesson was on multiplication on mixed numbers. I want you to click on that video again and I want you to review it because tomorrow we're going to have a line plot lesson, which you already know, but it's going to be on mixed numbers. So make sure that you know how to multiply mixed numbers, because that will be very needed for our lesson tomorrow. All right, so our devotions for today is called the Supreme Survivor. Guys, I've never heard of this animal, and now I've learned something. So the verse says, "Don't worry, because I am with you. Don't be afraid, because I am your God. I will make you strong and will help you. I will support you with my right hand that saves you." Isaiah 41, verse 10. The tardigrade, have you ever heard of a tardigrade? I know I've never heard of it. The tardigrade or water bear isn't a bear at all. Rather, it's a tiny little invertebrate that lives in moss, on plants, in sand, in fresh water, and in the sea. Tardigrades are among the few animals that can be found both on the highest mountain and in the deepest seas. These tiny creatures are only about 1.5 millimeters long, just slightly more than the thickness of a dime. So it's really small. But the tardigrade is fierce. Its mouth is full of dagger-like teeth, which it uses to tear into algae and other tiny animals. These tough little creatures can live in boiling water and in the deepest trenches of the oceans. You've learned about the trenches, we've learned about that already. They can survive for more than 10 years without a drop of water. Wow. Scientists in Japan even froze a couple of tardigrades for 30 years, and when thawed out, they were still alive. God gave this little creature that you've probably never heard of everything it needs to survive. And also, how much more will God do for you? His most prized creation. In, in this world, you'll face troubles, temptations, and fears so scary that you might think you can't survive. But you can, because God is on your side. There's no trouble he can't handle. Matthew 19, verse 26. There's no temptation he can't help you defeat. 1 Corinthians 10:13. And there's no need to worry or fear. Matthew 6:25 to 34. Because he will give you everything you need, not only to survive, but to thrive. As this as his treasured child, God created you to be an extreme survivor, and he's with you no matter what the condition. So, I've never heard of a tardigrade, and it's really cool to learn something new. Don't you agree? So, guys, make sure you know that Jesus is a very, very real person, and he's also a very real God. So make sure that you don't neglect to get to know him and to put your faith in him, because he's the only way, the truth, and the life. Okay? So I know this is kind of long, our video, but I missed you. So make sure you do all your work. Some of you have a few things that you haven't turned in. Make sure you do that. And have a good day. I'll be here. Again, I'm going to stress out. Make sure that you post your questions under the subject and not on the stream. Okay? So, I love you guys. And I can't wait to have Zoom meetings with you, more on a personal, more like a smaller group, because then we can really talk and discuss our subject. Okay, so love you, take care, be good.